Hey everybody, it's another one of those videos where I talk about reveals and junk.
You boob!
So late last night, or 7 or 8 hours ago as of the recording of this here video, the Godzilla store had a bit of a stream going on and they showcased some new items and such that'll be coming out. The first is the much talked about Super Mechagodzilla limited movie monster series release, which will be a Godzilla store exclusive. You can order from the Godzilla store via their Buy extension. I will have it linked in the description below, or you can just use Zen Market, whatever you want to do. Anyway, Super Mechagodzilla, the opposing force to Varen. He ended up getting a figure anyway. Kind of making that whole poll pointless, but I'm pretty happy that we're getting him. I mean, Super Mechagodzilla has never gotten a movie monster series like vinyl figure ever. I mean, we've gotten this Joe Schmo over here, but that's it. He's never had Garuda on his back in vinyl format, except for maybe a Bandai HG figure. There's been a lot of talk regarding the size of this figure, and I assure you, it's not as bad as you think it is. Right over here, Super Mechagodzilla was compared to the Heavy Arms Kiryu figure and the Mechagodzilla 2 figure. Heavy Arms Kiryu is 6.5 inches from the bottom of his feet to the very tippy top of his little head crest. Mechagodzilla 2 over here is 6.5, maybe even 6.6 inches in height from the bottom of his feet to the top of his can opener. Super Mechagodzilla is 15.5 centimeters tall. And when you divide the value in centimeters by, what was it? 2.54, you're going to get a very large number. The number this go around is 6.10236, which means he's going to be 6.1 inches tall, which is about the standard size for modern day movie monster series figures. Yeah, he's going to be smaller than Kiryu and MG2, but he's not going to be 5 inches tall. And if I'm wrong, I owe you all an apology, but they say 15.5, you do the numerics and all this other kind of stuff, and you get 6.10236. Yes, in comparison to this release of Mechagodzilla, he's going to be smaller, but we've been dealing with this since Destroya. So, I'm really not too bummed about it. I'm just happy we finally get a vinyl Super Mechagodzilla figure. Anyway, that's done. I'll never have to talk about that again. Well, at least until the figure comes out. And we'll see who's truly wrong or right. I mean, if this thing ends up being 5.5 inches, that's just some bullshit. By the end of next year, we're going to start getting movie monster series figures that are 3 inches tall. Please don't do that. So one of the other announcements and reveals that we got last night was this Godzilla vs. Ebirah garage kit thing over here from the Favorite Sculptors line. Originally, I thought this was like one of those cool little X Plus double figure sets or something like that, but it's actually a garage kit that you have to put together. I didn't read the description fully, but everything comes in pieces. I don't know if you gotta paint it or not, but for 48,400 yen, that's pretty big, yeah. And me personally, I would never get something like this because I absolutely don't trust myself putting something that's worth 48,400 yen together. And if you have to paint it, I might as well just send it off to ROUNDUP at that point, and I'd have to probably pay around that just for that master's work. So yeah, that's a thing. The last reveal, or technically I guess it's an announcement, is the lottery sale of the X Plus Gigantic Shin Godzilla Awakening version, which was the limited purple edition that I believe went up on sale on the Godzilla store, I think sometime last year? Or sometime this year, I should say. And I think it's another one of those lottery things where you need to be in Japan specifically, and if you win, then you have to pay for it and all that other kind of stuff, kind of like that Biolante we saw a couple weeks back. As a Yankee-Danky doodle shite boy over here, whenever I hear lottery, most of the time I think of, you buy a ticket, you might win, you do, you claim it. Sometimes you have to pay for shipping. I don't remember ever having to pay for the full item, but here you have to do that, and that's 77,000 yen. Which is quite a bit, but hey, for everybody who enters in that, best of luck to you. And I believe Soul of Chogokin Kiryu went up for pre-order on the Godzilla store, and that thing sold out dumb freaking quick, so yeah, I wasn't going to be able to get it anyway. I got to stay on budget, and that would probably knock out 2 or 3 months worth of budget for me, maybe even less. I don't know, it depends on the movie monster series flow. And the last big thing that I guess was talked about and shown off last night was the announcement of the 3rd annual You Choose Toho Kaiju Soft Vinyl Figure Poll, which will start up in February of next year. This is the poll that Gorosaurus and Varen won, and both times we still got the 2 other opposing figures. I mean, was Hedorah the opposing figure for Gorosaurus? I don't remember. But still, we ended up getting that new Hedorah figure when Gorosaurus won the poll, and now this time, Varen won the poll, but we still got Super Mechagodzilla. So next year, I guess we can just expect the top 2 just to get figures at some point, just some months or weeks divided from one another. The big kicker here is, though, we can't cheese it like we've been doing. You can't just download the Godzilla Store app and vote. You actually need a membership with the Godzilla Store. You need an address and all that other kind of stuff. And I imagine a proxy service could give that to you, maybe? I'm sure some people have done it. But basically, they said, yeah, no. We are locking this poll off. We're doing this once, maybe twice. We're not doing it 3 times like we did last time. And whoever wins is who wins. But I'm sure the Japanese fandom will be posting screenshots and such of all the choices, who's winning, who's losing, whole 9 yards. And hey, that'll be fun to follow. I mean, kind of sucks not being able to vote unless there's some back door that we can use, which I don't know. It'd be cool to see Titanosaurus win or some other obscure kaiju. I'd rather an obscure kaiju win than anything else, so let's do it. And that pretty much wraps up the reveals and announcements from the Godzilla Store stream last night. There might be more, I don't know. These are the main ones that I saw being passed around a bunch, so those are my thoughts and opinions. So I guess I can lightly touch on the Tokusatsu reveals that I talked about, I think like 2 weeks ago or a week ago or some days ago, I don't know. So on the 17th of this month, we're going to be getting our first Kamen Rider from Shin Kamen Rider in the Movie Monster series. This is the coat version, and he looks pretty cool. I can't wait to get him in. Of course, I pre-ordered him, and yeah, I really can't, like, knock it. This looks cool. I like it. It's simple. And the next 2 reveals are actually related. We got the reveals of the Godzilla Movie Monster series Radon and Anguirus figures, which finally again, we're getting a Showa era looking Anguirus figure. But I just want to remind people, these are smaller figures. If Anguirus' tail looks too small, or Rodan, even though he's clearly baby, looks too small, you just gotta remember, these are smaller scaled Movie Monster series figures. Think 3.5, maybe 4 inches tall. I mean, I could be wrong there. I mean, I talked about them so long ago or a year ago, I don't even remember. But yeah, these are smaller figures. Don't expect the normal 6 inches tall or anything like that. They're small, they're adorable. I'm definitely picking them up. Pre-order links for everything that I am talking about will be linked in the comment section down below. Out of these 2, though, I'm most excited for Anguirus because I have 1 Showa-era vinyl Anguirus and I need more. Both of those figures will be coming out on the 24th of this month, so on Christmas Eve. So post-Christmas content is going to be bountiful. And then on March 18th, we're going to get more Shin Kamen Rider Movie Monster series stuff. It's going to be Shin Kamen Rider without the coat, and we're also going to get Rider 2. They're essentially the same figure, it looks like, just some color swaps, reds and silvers and greens and blacks, something to that extent. They both look cool. I'm going to be picking them both up for sure, and there is a version of Rider 2 with a coat. He just hasn't popped up in any pre-orders yet, except on Amazon Japan. So, yeah. There's that. Up next, we got some Ultra Kaiju figures to talk about, that being Sphere Geomas over here, or Geomas. He's currently out. He was released on December 8th, and I've seen some in-hands of him, and he looks pretty cool. I'm not going to be getting him, though, because I'm just not interested. Another Ultra Kaiju series figure will be Chandler, aka Kyle Chandler, aka Chandler Briggs over here. He'll be releasing on December 17th, the same day as Kamen Rider, and again, definitely not picking this one up because of the next figure. Forgive me as I have to avert my eyes to the screen so I can read this lovely lady's name off. This is the Ultra Monster DX Mother Spheresaurus figure, and I got this. I got a pre-order in before it went on order stop on HLJ. If they go back in stock for anybody who wants this beefy mommy, I will absolutely be posting a link to this massive, crystally, devil, blue, silver, white monster. I can't wait for this. This is the most hyped I've been for a kaiju figure from the Ultra franchise for quite a bit. And, I mean, 3,150 yen. This is going to be worth it. It's going to be a beefy figure. I can't wait. So up next, we have some Ultra action figures. They'll all be releasing on January 14th, the first of which is Evil Ultraman. And the big kicker for these items is that they will actually have accessories. As you can see here, Evil Ultraman's going to have a little beam effect. I forget the name of that friggin' beam effect, but you can attach it to his hand. It looks really, really cool. And for anybody that didn't know the difference between Evil Ultraman and normal Ultraman, just take a look at this picture here. It's all in the eyes. I thought the reds on the body might have been a little bit darker or brighter between the two, but they look a lot the same. So there's that. And then we have Alien Melvin Dew over here. This guy also comes with an accessory. No idea what the hell that is. Waiting to see Shin Ultraman in theaters with the homies. I got my tickets. I'm very, very hyped. Video review or just thoughts and opinions on that coming the day after I see it. And he looks really cool. Honestly, Alien Melvin Dew over here, like, I kind of just want to get the articulated versions of him instead of just getting another movie monster series figure. Wow. Identity crisis sip. Yeah, you heard me right. I'd rather get the articulated versions of this guy than a vinyl figure of him. I mean, he comes with an accessory. That's awesome. And he's just such a cool design. Like, I want to pose him. More than just his arms and his waist swivel. So yeah, this guy looks cool. And the last Ultra action figure will be Shin Ultraman landing version. Comes with a beam effect that you can attach to his hand. This is also very, very cool. I've been slacking on Shin Ultraman stuff for quite a bit, and believe me, a part of me just wants to order everything that I'm missing and just do a big old fuck off video of it all, but there's too much coming out in February and March, man. Even January. Even this month. Well, there's not too much coming out this month, but enough. I don't know, maybe that'll be a special or something that I can stitch together some point soon. And that's pretty much it for all announcements that I kind of missed in regards to figures, I believe. If I missed anything, please comment down in the comment section down below and tell me what I missed, and I'll comment on it, and I might even pre-order it. Maybe I am missing something that I really want to pick up. Who knows? I have been ShinRobjira. I do so hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all on either Wednesday or Thursday, where I can finally talk about the Robot Spirits Gundam Ariel here. I'm still very much working on this review. I'm really enjoying myself and how I'm putting this review together, and I hope you'll all enjoy the video when it comes out, even though it's not Godzilla. Yeah. Peace!